Hey everyone, it's Justin from Rendall's.
And I'm Scott.
And today we're giving you another status update on our rug that we were cleaning. As you remember, we were cleaning the backing. We have decontaminated all the urine. We've soaked it in the trough, did the running river extraction on it, cleaned the backing, peeled back the backing, and now we're getting ready to reattach the backing with some nice latex glue.
This is the latex that we're using. It's from a company called AAT out of Dalton, Georgia. And the reason we use this, there's a specific use for it, and that's rug backings. It's unlike other glues that either dry really hard or too gummy. This one dries or flakes off when it gets wet. This one doesn't do any of that. It dries nice and flexible. It will, however, crack, but it won't flake. So cracking's fine. It's designed to kind of fold and crack a little bit, but it doesn't hurt the integrity of the backing itself or the glue itself. So with that said, let's get rolling.
That's it.
What we're doing is there's little gaps underneath here. We don't want to peel it back more than we have to. So we're just going to kind of take our paint brushes and start working in a good amount of glue right at this edge here, pulling back a little bit as we go to make sure we get underneath any air gaps if there are any. We're kind of working at a quick pace, but not really fast. We want to make sure we do a good job, and we're evenly applying it. We don't want any goops or gobs. Also, we're multitasking while we're doing this. We're making sure we're not bunching it up as we go, because this rug is very unstable as far as dimensional stability goes while we're doing this. Once we get the back on and glued and it's had a chance to dry, it'll be a lot stiffer. So we're just lightly peeling back, moving the glue underneath just the little bit there that we have an air gap, and then pushing it back down. Now we're going to take our rollers, get busy on the big part of it. And as we go, we're going to touch up around the edges. So once we get to the edges there, and then this scrim, this really thin scrim, is actually loose from the backing here. We contemplated removing it, but we just made it even, cut off any knots that we saw, and kind of laid it flat so it shouldn't project through the rug. And then when we get to these seams, we kind of go north and south on it instead of east and west, because that'll start to peel it up. We're making sure that we don't see any little holes in it, in the glue. If you see here where we've gone lightly over it, there's definitely not enough glue there, but we don't want to put gobs and gobs on it either. We want to put just enough that it covers those little voids that are in the rug itself. So the glue will actually contact the rug. Okay, now that we're that far, we're going to go ahead and start pulling this down just a little bit. We'll go down to about here-ish. We're doing this so we can kind of tell how straight we are along the edge here. This helps guide us. We do have a square over in that corner, but once the rug is loose like this, it's really hard to keep it squared. So we're just watching these edges on each side and kind of pulling it towards the side or the middle, whichever's way it needs to go. And when we're all done, we'll actually roll all this with a laminate roller. So we're going to go ahead and refill the glue and be right back. Okay, so we've got the rug pad or backing down pretty well. We're checking for square. It looks pretty good over there. I want you to keep in mind we did not touch these corners. This part's always been glued, and you can see, especially that side, it bows like that. This rug was never square to start with, and that's typical of a tufted rug anyway, so we're not too worried about it. We do have a little bit of overhang here. What we'll do is just trim this up when it's all dry, and then put this edge banding back down, and that'll look really nice once it's finished there. So yep, that's how we do it. Just leave it, let it dry for overnight, and we're ready to rock tomorrow on it. Here it is.
We're got it all back together. We got the latex down, and we laid the scrim and everything back down. Got the border back on. So yeah, and now this new latex, it's no longer crunchy. We can roll it, and it doesn't crunch or crack. It's really flexible. But yeah, we're really happy with how it came out. And we are pretty much done with this rug. Just a vacuum and a couple little touch-up areas, and gonna call it good after that.
I know we focused on the back side of this a lot over the past, I would say, week. But let's flip up the side that was all urinated on so they can see that. This whole third of the rug, or part of the rug I should say, and even the fringe is completely yellow too. So this is crunchy, stinky, just ready to fall apart. And now look at it. Back to as good as new. And this doesn't crunch or anything. Sometimes they do, this one didn't. So we put the right amount of glue on. It's really tight there, it looks great. Okay, so that's the top side of the rug. This is the area that was contaminated, and you can see it looks extremely even. No more odor, that was the big one. Boy, did that thing ever smell.
Oh, it stank. Got it out though.
Yep. Good job.
All right, done.